potato chips, bog roll. Hey! Hey! Ho ho ho! Hey! Drinks, lollies, chocolates, potato chips, bog roll. Drinks, lollies, chocolates, potato chips. Let me get my plugs in. Hey! Ho ho! Oh, there we are. Drinks, lollies, chocolates, potato chips, bog roll. Hello, my name's Chris Quinlan. Welcome to Melbourne Musos, Facechook Live, taking the piss tonight. Lockdown, episode 1 of Melbourne Lockdown number 4. And what we've got is pandemonium. Oh! Hey! Ha ha! Hey! Oh! Drinks, lollies, chocolate, potato chip, bog roll! Get your bog roll! Oh! New Ballarat bog roll, $5 a bag, $3 a kilo. Does anyone remember that? Ah! Back in the 90s, when I was living in Yarraville, there'd be the truck come and they had the loudspeaker. Ballarat potatoes, $5 a bag, $3 a kilo. Anyway. What chaos. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to keep that going. That's going to be the soundtrack for tonight's episode of Melbourne Musos Bog Roll Live. Oh, eh. Tonight I'd like to talk about a little thing called Musique Concrete. And that doesn't mean sleeping with the fishes or anything like that. What Musique Concrete is. Musique Concrete! Musique Concrete is a type of music composition that utilizes recorded sounds as raw material. Sounds are often modified through the application of audio effects and tape manipulation, get it right, techniques, and may be assembled into a form of montage. Ooh, you gotta love your montage. Now, who does Musique Concrete? What is this stuff? Anyone heard of Trent Reznor? 9 Inch Nails? Ugh. Get your bog roll here! Hey, Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails. After all those beautiful albums, and I tell you what, does anyone remember when he was doing the Downward Spiral and all of this sort of stuff? He'd put out the kind of like the fragment CDs, you know, sort of thing, and you just put it on. It's like 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes of wonderful doof. That was all. And he just had Musique Concrete going on. He had conversations, he had bits of he had the best riffs, he had this, you know, all that stuff. And it just kept on going. And he did it for, a number of albums in the early days. And then, of course, he went all soundtracky with the CD Ghosts Ghost Wonder 4, of which Adrian Belew was on that album. And you just put it on, and it starts out fantastic, you know, and very backgroundy and like this, all that, and then it sort of builds up, takes you there like that. Musique Concrete is. Drinks, lollies, chocolates, potato chips, bog roll. So that's what goes on. Got a screw loose here, Chris, tonight, have you? Ooh, Mike Patton was the next one. Fantomas. Oh, my Lord. Arguably, Mike Patton's and Fantomas's, I'll backtrack. Fantomas's most cherished album is the director's cut, where they do these heavy metal versions of all the movie soundtrack, all the main songs and stuff. Some of it was, you know, incredible. Into the Godfather, all that sort of stuff. We'll give him a bog roll he can't refuse. Of course they're lame jokes tonight, but anyway, what goes on is the fact that when you get people like Trent Reznor and Mike Patton, and they're doing Fantomas stuff, and the thing about Fantomas is it's pointillistic. Now, what pointillistic means is short, sharp, musical jabs. You know, you might get, like I'm doing. Short, sharp, short, sharp, short, sharp. Do you see what I mean? Like cartoon music from Carl Stalling and the Bugs Bunny cartoon. You know, just when you hear, you'll see Wile E. Coyote get hit, you know, with a rock. You know, things like that. Short. Hey. All right. Crazy episode, isn't it? We're all going crazy in ISO. Anyway, that's what happens, you see. So what goes on with all this business? This is bog roll number 1. Bog roll number 2. Bell cymbal number 3. Bog roll number 4. And we go back to the Beatles. Bog roll number 9. 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 The Beatles were so influenced with Karl-Heinz Stockhausen. Okay. You'd be forgiven for thinking it might be Karl-Heinz Shithausen tonight. But the thing about it is, I love that sound. Maybe too much. But what happens is that George Martin, there's the story that with those wonderful experimental parts of Sgt. Pepper's, and then the one with Bog Roll number 9, the Baby Shit Brown album, later renamed the White Album, okay, through Apple Records and stuff. But what goes on is that George Martin would, they do the reel-to-reel tapes of getting the Musique Concrete, and get it from everywhere and all that. And there's the famous doco where he said, what I did was I cut all the all the tape up into slivers of tape and all that. And he threw them up in the air and then re-spliced them. Whoever spliced reel-to-reel tape? I had a beautiful TAC A3440, which I bought in late 1979, I believe. It might have been early 1980. Anyway, and I love that, and all the reel-to-reel tapes, and I had my little spicing block and the special tape. You had to buy special sticky tape to stick it, otherwise it'd get all gungy. And then you had your little razor blades at the 45-degree angle, and you'd splice it together. These days you just do it all on Final Cut Pro or wherever, Pro Tool, and away you go. But what goes on? That's what George Martin did with the Beatles, and with the profound influence of Karl-Heinz Stockhausen, is that what you're doing is you're listening to this. I mean, listen to that. That's not exactly comedy music, although I'm trying to make it so. Make it so, Star Trek. Make it so. Anyway, Raker. Warp 9. No, I won't do it. Warp number 9. Sorry. Terrible stuff. Anyway. What starts to happen is it's integral to things like movie soundtracks and the like. Bog roll, bog roll, bog roll, bog roll, bog roll, bog roll. There it is there. So what goes on is when you're doing this kind of business, it is all around you. There's someone there with a microphone, okay, attached to their phone, that kind of stuff, and walking down the street. And next thing you know, you've got, crowd noise and stuff. On my Final Cut Pro, which I edit here, there's hundreds of little patches, from kids laughing to monkeys going, oh, and all that, and all sorts of stuff. And what happens is that you put it in a soundtrack, even if it's just... There you go. And what happens then is that becomes a central thematic theme that in movies is called subtext. Okay? And there you go. Yeah. And that's what goes on there. And some of the great tape manipulators is Frank Zappa. Okay, all the way back to We're Only in It for the Money, things like Lumpy Gravy, parts 1, 2, and 3, Civilization, phase 3. It's nothing but this Musique Concrete. There it is, there, all that, all the crazy albums, that kind of thing. But one in particular is during the 1980s, Frank Zappa got embroiled with the Senate committee hearings about censorship. And he's got this track called Porn Wars, and it's a work of art. It's incredible, and it's all Musique Concrete. He took the Senate committee hearings and just put all this business underneath it and made it sound, sort of comedic. It made it sound, eerie, scary, that this is actually happening, that kind of thing. And there you go. So they're all everybody that we love. From the Beatles to Frank Zappa to Nine Inch Nails to Mike Patton. Of course, most people know Mike Patton as Faith No More, but so many side projects like Tomahawk and Fantomas. I love Fantomas so much, and all that. And this is a kind of business. Now, I think I've just started into something here. Boggle! Boggle! Young Frankenstein, 1974. I think I would return to my favourite film of all time. There you go. So, what the hell? We're all going a little bit crazy in lockdown number 4. Anyway. Now. There's a march into the shopping centre. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Now, one of my favourite bands of all time is a band called King Crimson, led by one Robert Fripp. And some of my closer friends know that I've been doing a little bit of a binge on pedals here, guitar pedals, just over the last week or so, month or so, and all that. And I got home. I'm a bit of a rap for electro harmonics, and I've got my 41-year-old Big Muff. Bang! Yeah! And there it is, wonderful piece of equipment, one of the classics. And then I went and got 2 things. I got the freeze pedal, where you press the button that keeps the last chord going, so you get these beautiful soundscapes. And then I got the pitchfork pedal, and as soon as I put that in, oh my God, there's King Crimson's Red Album right there. The pitchfork pedal wasn't around then, I don't think, but octave pedals were. And I thought, that's how they did it. So what I'm going to do now is take you to King Crimson's a form of a comeback album in 1980 called Discipline, with one Adrian Belew, Bill Bruford, and all that, and what that is this wonderful Patton by Bill Bruford, while Adrian Belew recounted a story of how he got held up by street muggers on his way to the studio while making the album. Bella and Gingy, 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 Bella and Gingy. Well, I was walking down the street one day, and the dirty bastards called another lockdown. But it's not their fault. So I went and got vaccinated, and on the way back, I bumped into Bella and you. Oh, Bella, 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 Bella. Then I went to the supermarket, and I bought bog roll number 1. Bog roll number 2. Bog roll number 3. Someone pinched 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Yeah. Put me out of my misery. There you go. All right. So, this is my show. I hope you enjoyed it. Bog roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Who remembers that? It's first track of side 4 of Beatles' Baby Shit Brown album, renamed the White Album, through record company pressure. And it was side 1 on, track 1 on side 4 of the vinyl. Oh. And when you listen to Discipline by King Crimson, you can hear Adrian Belew do all his business on Bella and Gingy. And then Frippatronics. This was where Robert Fripp got 2 reel-to-reel tape decks, ran the tape, and got these endless loops. Yeah. And then he would just set up these beautiful soundscapes. And then, as you know, as King Crimson nuts like me know, you actually try and buy the CDs to all the different concerts, because every one of them has incredible improvisations. There's one, I've got a 4 CD set. I can't remember, it's got the name of the bird in it. Honey, I think I've got thrush. Something like that. I'll put it up there. What is it, the hiding of the thrush? I don't know. Honey, I think I have thrush. That's my show! Yeah, thank you very much. Working under difficulty here. All right. I'm out of here. My name's Chris Quinlan. This is Melbourne Musos, Facechook Live. Lockdown 4, episode 1, if there's another one. I hope this is the only one, like all of us. The things that I'm sad about is the fact that I had to go online before, with my lessons, I had to go online before that because of the limit, the 5-person limit in the house, and more sadly, the Channel 31 Antenna Awards have been put off because of this situation. So please everybody, I'm being mad as a hatter here today. I mean, we're all going a bit nuts. It's an ongoing thing, and I've always said it's not going to go away. Look, I don't want to bring anything down, but get the jab, wear your mask, do all the right things, just be part of a big team that we call Melbourne. Okay, there you go. All right, I'm not going to preach too much. I'm out of here. My name's Chris Quinlan. Give me a little bit of, I don't know what I'm going to, maybe I won't. Essential services. I'm going up to 2 slaps Botlow. Hello, Long, how are you? He tried to steal my wine. Okay, what did you do? I find leader. I give him 2 slaps. My friends on Facechookery knows that story. It's beloved. First lockdown, it seemed to be every drunkard for himself, and my dear Botlow mate was pushing him out the door. Said, Chris, too much trouble. Have to close at 9 o'clock. Tried to steal wine. I give him 2 slaps. There you go. So there you go. Give yourself 2 slaps. Go off, get your jab. Oh, that, I got 2 lollipops. Stephen Tocci, you got a bit peeved off. You only got 1, but you didn't. I sweet-talked the nurse, you see. She even took the photo. Very nice. And there you go. So I'm off. Oh, here we go. I'll have it up, tomorrow. There's no time. There's no rush, is there? Eee. I'm off. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll number 9. Bog roll.